Well, Kevin Federline is coming out with his memoir. And he goes on to say that he's very concerned for Britney's mental health and well-being, that everything got worse once the Free Britney movement happened, and that his boys very much worry about her and want to have a great relationship with her. He also reveals in his book that at one point when the boys were much younger, they woke up with her allegedly watching them sleep with a knife in her hand. And then you're like, oh, but they want to have a great relationship with her. Well, this is, so her reps are coming forward saying, of course, Kevin comes out with a book now that the child support has ended since both boys are over 18. He says, no, I want nothing more than them to have a great relationship with her. She is at full peak of spinning, and the Brown Sensible Pumps go on every trip, every location with her. You know how I feel when those Brown Sensible Pumps come out. It's concerning, but we're also really used to it. And I kind of feel like people are just like, whatever, let her do her, boo. He also said that the night before their wedding, he caught her calling and talking to Justin Timberlake, who was her, boyfriend in the Mickey Mouse Club. And she said, well, I just, wanted to talk to him one last time. What I find interesting as someone who has studied a lot about Britney Spears is when she was getting married for the second time, actually the third, because the first one was Jason Alexander. Then she married K-Fed. When she was marrying Sam, who was on Juicy Scoop, Jason Alexander claimed that he was talking to her on the phone leading up to the day of the wedding, and that he was in town and that she wanted to see him. This is all that he's claimed in interviews and whatnot. And, he has a kind of an interesting past. He was found on her property the day of the wedding, and they thought, oh my God, he's trying to get to her. Now he claims in interviews, Jason Alexander, that they were talking, that they were contacting each other, and that he had plans to see her. And so he was going to go through a hill into her backyard to find her. Anyway, I just think it's interesting that in both cases of her getting married, she was in contact with an ex-boyfriend. Anyway, K-Fed, who knows? But people are going to be curious about this book. Are people going to actually buy it and read it all the way through? Well, they should. If they're huge fans, we'll see. I mean, he did raise the boys. They seem to be doing well. If this is his truth, we'll see.